Hang out with people who think, feel, and live like you do. It'll help you do better in life. Let's dive into a concept that can truly transform your life. It's all about the power of association and how the people you hang out with can significantly shape your life's output. This idea is beautifully summed up in the phrase, surround yourself with folks who vibe with your mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set, and watch your life elevate. Now, you might be wondering, what's all this about mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set? Let's break it down. 1. Mindset is all about your mental game. It's how you think, what you believe about yourself, and how you view the world around you. 2. Heart set is all about your emotions. It's how you feel about yourself and others, and how you handle and express those feelings. 3. Soul set is all about your inner spirit. It's about your values, your sense of purpose, and your connection to something bigger than yourself. 4. Health set is all about your physical well-being. It's how you take care of your body through things like diet, exercise, sleep, and other forms of self-care. The idea here is that if you hang out with people who share your mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set, it can have a positive impact on your life. This means that if you're around people who think positively, handle their emotions well, live by their values, and take care of their physical health, you're more likely to do the same. Let's take an example from the book. There's a character who, despite being homeless, talks about his immense wealth and success. He attributes this to following the principles of the Spellbinder, which include surrounding himself with people and things that value quality. This choice, he says, has helped him maintain his peace and increase his joy. This character's story perfectly illustrates the point. By choosing to hang out with people who share his values and attitudes, he was able to rise above his circumstances and achieve success. His output, in terms of his wealth, peace, and joy, was positively influenced by the company he kept. So, the takeaway here is the power of association. By choosing to spend time with people who share your mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set, you can positively influence your own output in life. This is a powerful idea that can help you elevate your life and achieve your goals. So, choose your company wisely and watch your life transform. Point 2. Real wealth and happiness come from inside you, not from stuff you own. Live a good life by growing as a person and helping others. In Robin Sharma's tale, we meet an artist and an entrepreneur who cross paths with a man who, despite appearing homeless, is actually a billionaire. Intrigued by his unconventional lifestyle and unique ideas, they decide to learn from him, embarking on a life-changing mentorship journey. The billionaire's first lesson? The power of waking up at 5 a.m. and kickstarting the day with tasks that set the pace for the hours to follow. He credits this simple habit for his extraordinary life. The billionaire explains that joining the 5 a.m. club isn't just about waking up early. It's about producing high-quality work. He shares his own transformation from an average Joe to an exceptional individual, attributing his success to his ability to cut out distractions. He backs up his claim with science, explaining that our brains are at their sharpest in the early morning, boosting our thinking skills and perception. He introduces a strategy he calls the 20/20/20 formula. When combined with the heightened mental state of the early morning, this formula can significantly boost your prosperity, productivity, and performance. This formula, he explains, was a game changer in his journey to becoming a visionary thinker. At their next 5 a.m. rendezvous, the billionaire shares his first teaching, which focuses on improving awareness, making better choices, and making sound decisions. He emphasizes that the most successful people have mastered the art of being meticulous in their work. This attention to detail, he explains, is what separates the successful from the rest who don't give their all to their work. In a nutshell, the billionaire's teachings revolve around the idea that true wealth and fulfillment come from a disciplined lifestyle, starting with rising early and focusing on tasks that enhance productivity and performance. This discipline, combined with a meticulous approach to work, leads to a better life. The billionaire's life serves as a testament to this philosophy, demonstrating that it's not just a theory, but a practical approach to life that yields tangible results. Point 3. Successful people pay attention to the small stuff. It's the little details that can make a big difference. Here's a nugget of wisdom for you. The most successful folks out there, they're the ones who sweat the small stuff. They're the ones who understand that success isn't a one-time thing, it's a habit. And that habit? It's built on the back of every tiny task, no matter how small it might seem. Think about a world-class pianist. To us, their performance looks like a walk in the park, like they were born to do it. But behind the scenes, they've put in hours and hours of practice, focusing on every single note, every tiny movement of their fingers, every little nuance of the music. They've put in the time to master these small details, and it's these details that make their performance what it is. Now let's look at the average Joe. They're often so focused on the end goal, the big picture, that they forget about the journey. They're chasing after the shiny rewards like money or fame, and they overlook the importance of the small steps that get them there. Sure, they might see some success in the short term, but it's not likely to last. Now let's dive a little deeper into this idea. There's a story about a big shot who shares 4 secrets of the greats: capitalization IQ, freedom from distractions, personal mastery practices, and day stacking. Capitalization IQ is all about making the most of what you've got. It's not about how much talent you have, but how much of that talent you can use and improve. It's a slap in the face to the idea that geniuses are born, not made. It's a reminder that hard work and dedication are key to success. Freedom from distractions is pretty self-explanatory. It's about staying focused and not letting anything pull your attention away from what you're doing. Personal mastery practices are all about developing habits and routines that help you grow and improve. Day stacking is about making every day count by consistently working towards your goals. So, what's the takeaway here? It's all about the details, the hard work, and the consistency. It's about focusing on the journey, not just the destination, and making the most of what you've got. So, go out there and sweat the small stuff. It might just be the key to your success. Point 4. Get rid of anything that's holding you back. You'll get more done if you're not weighed down by unnecessary baggage. Imagine your life as a hot air balloon. The basket is your personal and professional life. The balloon is your potential. And the sandbags tied to the basket are the distractions and unproductive habits that weigh you down. The more sandbags you have, the harder it is for the balloon to rise. Similarly, the more distractions and unproductive habits you have, the harder it is for you to reach your potential and achieve success. So, how do you get rid of these sandbags? One of the most effective ways to do this is by adopting a disciplined morning routine, preferably starting at 5 a.m. This routine should focus on personal mastery practices, which include cultivating your mindset, your psychology, heart set, your emotions, soul set, your spirituality, and health set, your physical health. By dedicating the first hour of your day to these practices, you can train your focus, improve your skills, and enhance your overall well-being. Another key part of this is the idea of day stacking. This is the practice of making small, daily improvements that over time lead to significant changes. Instead of aiming for big, immediate transformations, focus on making small changes in your daily routines. This could be as simple as reading a few pages of a book each day, meditating for a few minutes, or exercising for a short period. Over time, these small changes will stack up, leading to a significant improvement in your productivity and overall quality of life. In conclusion, to free yourself from the dead weight that's holding you back, you need to eliminate distractions and unproductive habits, adopt a disciplined morning routine focused on personal mastery practices, and make small, daily improvements. By doing so, you can increase your productivity, reach your potential, and achieve personal and professional success. It's all about letting go of the sandbags and letting your balloon rise. Point 5. Step out of your comfort zone to discover what you're really capable of. Success needs guts, grit, and a bit of risk-taking. Imagine you're in a cozy room. Everything is in its place, predictable, and under control. It's comfortable, right? But this room has walls, and these walls limit your experiences, your learning, and your growth. Staying in this room means you're not challenging yourself, not learning new things, not taking risks, and not growing. Think about a successful business tycoon. They choose to do things that most people find tough. And they don't just try these tasks once or twice. They keep at it until they become habits. This is what it means to step out of your comfort zone. They're not satisfied with just being comfortable. They're constantly pushing their limits, taking on challenges and learning from them. This isn't easy. It takes grit, resilience, and a willingness to face discomfort. But stepping out of your comfort zone isn't a one-off event. It's a journey. It's not about taking a huge leap out of your comfort zone, but about taking small, consistent steps to expand your boundaries. Each step might be uncomfortable, but it's through this discomfort that we grow and develop. Our brain plays a big role in this process. When we step out of our comfort zone, our brain sees it as a threat and triggers fear. But this fear isn't a sign that we should run back to our comfort zone. Instead, it's a sign that we're pushing our limits and growing. By understanding and accepting this fear, we can keep pushing our boundaries and unlock our true potential. So, the message is clear. Stepping out of your comfort zone is a necessary part of personal and professional growth. It's about challenging ourselves, taking on tough tasks, and learning from them. It's about pushing our boundaries, facing our fears, and unlocking our true potential. It's not an easy journey, but it's a journey that leads to growth, development, and success. Point 6. It's not just about getting up early, it's about what you do with that time. Make your mornings count. Rise and shine. But remember, it's not just about getting up early, it's about what you do with that time that really counts. Let's talk about a little something called the 20/20/20 formula. It's a simple way to kickstart your day, starting at 5 a.m. It's like a morning recipe, divided into 3 20-minute chunks, each for a different activity. Moving your body, quieting your mind, and feeding your brain. The first 20 minutes are all about getting physical. And no, it's not just about getting those abs or losing those extra pounds. When you move your body, it releases these things called endorphins, which are basically your body's own happy pills. Plus, exercise helps to lower cortisol levels, which is a fancy way of saying it reduces stress and fear. So, by starting your day with a workout, you're setting yourself up to face whatever comes your way with a positive and energetic attitude. Next up, 20 minutes of reflection and meditation. This is your time to hit the pause button on life's chaos and just breathe. It's a chance to plan your day, to figure out what tasks and activities are worth your time. It's also a time to deal with any negative feelings like frustration or disappointment. By recognizing these feelings and understanding where they're coming from, you can learn to handle them better, stopping them from getting in your way. The last 20 minutes are for learning. This could be reading a book, tuning into a podcast, or watching a video that teaches you something new. The aim is to keep growing and improving, to keep feeding your mind and sparking your curiosity, getting you ready for the day ahead. So, the key takeaway here is that it's not just about waking up early. It's about using that time wisely to boost your physical, emotional, and intellectual health. It's about starting your day with purpose and intention, setting the tone for everything else that follows. It's not the act of waking up early that makes the difference, but what you do with that time. Point 7. Too little or too much sleep can mess up your productivity and health. Get the right amount of sleep to stay on top of your game. Think of yourself as a car. Sleep is your fuel. Now, what happens if you don't get enough fuel? You start to slow down, your performance dips, and eventually, you might even break down. That's exactly what happens to your body when you don't get enough sleep. You'll find it harder to focus, your productivity will take a hit, and your health will start to suffer. But what about the other end of the spectrum? What happens if you overfill your car with fuel? It might seem like a good idea at first, but it can lead to problems. Your car might struggle to function properly, and it could even lead to damage. The same goes for oversleeping. It can leave you feeling sluggish and unproductive, and it can even lead to health issues like diabetes, heart disease, and an increased risk of death. So, what's the sweet spot? Around 7 hours of sleep. That's like filling your car with just the right amount of fuel. It's enough to keep you running smoothly, but not so much that it causes problems. Once you've got your sleep schedule in check, it's time to make the most of the early morning hours. Think of it like driving your car on an open road in the early morning when there's less traffic and fewer distractions. You'll be able to reach your destination more quickly and efficiently. But remember, it's also important to take breaks. This is like giving your car a rest after a long journey. It helps to prevent overheating and keeps your car running smoothly. The same goes for you. Taking breaks can help to prevent burnout, and keep your productivity levels high. In a nutshell, a balanced sleep schedule is key to optimal productivity, performance, and health. Just like a car needs the right amount of fuel to run smoothly, your body needs the right amount of sleep to function at its best. So, make sure you're getting your 7 hours and watch as your life starts to elevate. Point 8. Conclusion. Waking up early is more than just an act. It's a lifestyle that can elevate your life to new heights. By owning your morning and starting your day at 5 a.m., you can increase productivity, improve mental clarity, and gain a competitive edge. This practice allows you to dedicate time to personal growth and self-improvement before the world wakes up and demands your attention. The 5 a.m. Club is not just about waking up early, but about creating a morning routine that sets the tone for the rest of the day. This includes exercise to boost your energy, planning to set your goals, and learning to expand your knowledge. By doing this, you can tap into your full potential and live a more fulfilled life. Remember, consistency is key. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. once, but making it a habit. It may be challenging at first, but with time, it will become second nature. The benefits you reap will be worth the effort. So, join the 5 a.m. Club, own your morning, and elevate your life. It's time to unlock your full potential and achieve greatness. You have the power to change your life, one morning at a time.